What up? What up? What up, everybody? Welcome back. We are back. We are back in the building after a 2-year hiatus. How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? What up to everybody in the chat? I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
That was a quick 2 years, Coach.
Right.
I said 2 years. My bad. 2 weeks. My bad. 2 weeks. My bad. My bad. My bad. Hey, look, check this out. I've been up since 2:45. So, hey, a.m., not p.m. So, charge it to my head, not my heart. These I get after this show gonna be masterful, wonderful. And I started year 21 today. So, that's what popped off today. I had an MRI at 5 something and started year 21. So it is what it is. So welcome everybody to another episode of Ravens Roundup. We got another guy that is at work taking care of business. So salute to you, Mikey. We know you handling business, and if you get a chance, drop in. If not, we understand business comes first, and life be lifing. So with that being said, how y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? How's everybody last 2 weeks? How's that been going for you?
Doing great. Me and B took a little vacation.
Wonderful.
Oh, one second. I got to get this code off. I know the phone line's over with, so I don't want that to keep popping up on you. But how was the vacation?
It was cool. It was more of a staycation. We didn't actually travel anywhere, but all the family got together. Hung out, had a lot of fun, ate a lot of food. It was cool.
Hey, staycations are needed, man. We used to take staycations in town, me and my wife, just to get away and enjoy each other.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
Thanks.
Chris, how's New York? Oh, well, y'all got some of the weather I got up on y'all part of the world.
Oh yeah, last week it was raining, but over the weekend it was beautiful. I took the girls to their first baseball game, so it was good. It was good. We got Seinfeld bobblehead.
Nice. Costanza.
So,
Joey Costanza.
Yeah. So they had a good time. It was cool. It was dope. Then we went to Coney Island, so it was a good time. Good weekend.
Good. Love it when you are doing things with them young ladies, man. They may not really know what's going on right now, but when they get older and look back on it, they're gonna appreciate it 100,000%. I know it.
Yeah, man.
I know
I'm gonna miss them when I give them up for adoption.
Knowing that ain't gonna happen at all. So salute to everybody. I don't know who got their cups, but I got mine here, handy dandy, with my beverage in it. I got some high. I'm on that Chris just joking right now. Got that high quality. That high quality.
Stone Cold in it today.
Oh, okay. All right, so
Cheers.
let me get my agenda out that I sent you guys.
People
make
know
sure.
where to get these, Coach.
So this is how you get this purple Kool-Aid chalice. You sign up for the Patreon, you get that $10 tier, and I will send you one. That's how you get that. Now there will be an opportunity at some point for one lucky person to win one of these, but to guarantee you get one, go to patreon.com/sip-to-tally, sign up. $10 tier. I think it's the Gunslinger tier is the proper name for it. You'll have one coming your way. You'll have one coming your way.
Right now, you can go and buy one of these right now. Right here.
Yep.
These Raven Roundup mugs. Where can they buy these?
They can buy that at Teespring. Teespring.com. And I don't even know the backslash on it, but it should be in the matter of fact, it'll pop up here in a second. The link will pop up in a second, and you can get one of them mugs right there, and a bunch of other little things that are on that site that you can pop up. You can get the what kind of shirt I got over there? The No Block No Rock, because I'm looking at my inventory list right now. No Block No Rock. You can get the Athlete, which is probably the best seller over there, and I got some stuff at the house too that we had for the meet and greet. Some FTMF shirts here at the crib that I'll wear from time to time. But if you get it from me, we give you a bunch of more points to go with it too. And then you don't have to deal with the middleman. We cut out the middleman if you buy directly from me. But all those links will pop up from time to time throughout the show. Now, with that being said, I know we on here, but y'all got some stuff too that you want to promote. So go ahead and do your promotion too, Jose.
All right. I mean, look, me and B, we lunch break hot take. Okay, we do a live show every Wednesday night at 7:15 p.m. Eastern time. We were off last week. All right, like we mentioned, took a little break, but we're back this Wednesday. All right. Also, you guys, You've been seeing some more collaborations with us and Hendo. All right, that's coming back. All right, so just be on the lookout. Turn on your notifications. We're going to be putting out more videos very soon. Also, Ring Kings podcast. All right, we owe you guys a video for the Bud Crawford fight. We didn't do that, but we're going to be doing another episode pretty soon. Myself, B, and OTR Mike. So subscribe, Ring Kings podcast and Lunch Break Hot Take.
All right, Hendo, we gonna leave you out.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can find me at the Rogue Pod. Just go over there, watch the videos I put out. I ain't really live streaming right now, but go over there, check it out. I got some merch that I'm selling. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Nothing real special. That's about it.
And Chris, we all know Chris, y'all are TBA on a bunch of stuff, but what are y'all TBA on? What's the proper name for the TBA crew?
A Deep Cover Podcast, aka you'll see us when we drop something. When that will be, we do not know. Until then, you could catch me here every Monday.
All right, and talk about the article you just put out.
I put out an article about the my top 10 rankings of offensive tackles in college football right now. So you could check that out. Hopefully, you enjoy it, and it gives you like a little sneak peek at some of the offensive linemen in this upcoming season for college football.
All right. So that's where you can find all of us and what we got going on and the things we got. So just throughout the week, check us all out. Make sure you like every stream. Make sure you drop comments because we all respond and we have great banter and great football talk throughout the week. And keep it in the fam, man. So before we get into the Ravens content creation, and I wasn't gonna do this, but it was a good week. It was a good week. So the Olympics just ended. And my opinion was I just witnessed what I thought to be 3 of probably the better basketball games that I've seen in a long time. The male game versus Serbia and the gold medal game, and then the women's gold medal game. And I put this in the notes. Give me 2 things from this Olympics that will really stand out to you if you were able to watch, and and it could be some of the things I just mentioned, and I'll save mine for the end because I watched a lot. But 2 things that really stood out to you throughout this Olympics, and y'all could just go and I'll bring up the rear.
Hey, for me, it would be one. Noah Lyles going Paul Pierce with the wheelchair after he got beat. And then I don't know if you saw this with Coach. I want to say it was the 1500, the men's 1500 with Ingebrigtsen.
Yes,
who talked so much trash.
B, let me ask you this: did y'all see the commercial that can no longer be found with Ingebrigtsen?
No.
There was a Nike commercial where they say everybody, similar to the latest commercial, everybody trains 4 years just to come in second, and it's Ingebrigtsen running past somebody looking.
No, I didn't.
I seen the one for the women's basketball team.
But there's one with Ingebrigtsen, and I can't find it anywhere anymore.
But yeah, watching him, the build up with him talking all that trash, calling the one dude a coward because he was talking about him on a podcast, said it was going to be a walk in the park. Just to watch him not meddle was pretty special.
That was a great race too.
For me, it was, I can't remember the guy's name, the dude with the gold teeth that came out of nowhere to win. What was that? Was that the 400?
That was the 15. No, was it the 400?
I believe it was the 400.
It might have been the 400.
No, was it Hall?
Quincy Wilson, maybe.
I can't remember his name, but he had all gold, and you can see it because he was, he gave it his all. And you go back and look, the guy that was winning, he was ahead, and you can tell he kind of slowed down a little bit because he ain't seen anybody on him, and he came out of nowhere and got that gold. I was like, man, that's what they teach you, to give that effort to the end. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're gonna show. They're gonna show them kids for years to come. Never quit until the absolute end, and that's why. So that's one of my favorite moments.
It's Quincy Hall, the 400.
Quincy Hall, and he hurt himself too. He didn't even run a 4x4 relay because he hurt himself that race, just giving that effort that you mentioned.
Speaking of relay, Coach, That's my second. Why can't those men hand off the baton?
I don't know,
Like-
man.
Like, okay, so people that didn't see it, right? You know, and this is something that they worked on, coach, because last time they got disqualified, okay, and I can't remember who the culprits were, but they're trying to hand the baton off. You know, you have the zone to hand the baton off. You have a small window, and dude was just running way too fast for the other guy to catch up to hand it off. So he stops himself. You know, he slows down almost to a complete stop, so he doesn't cross the line to hit the baton. Other dude runs into him and pushes him across the line, so they're disqualified.
What made me mad about it? What made me mad about it was Carl Lewis saying we don't need to do nothing till they figure out how to fix such and such and such. And I'm thinking, the ladies just want to go with the same rules.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't the men do it? What same rules? They want to go easily. Why the men can't stick?
The other men did it just fine.
Right.
We're the ones that can't figure it out.
So
you know what's crazy is that in the mixed relay, the co-ed one, they almost messed up too.
Sure did.
Yeah, one of the
lady with the short hair.
World record.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the one that looks like Ochocinco. She was standing way too far, and she noticed in the middle of it, and she almost cost them the world record.
This dude right here, man. This dude. This dude. You got another one, Chris? No, go ahead. What's your two, Chris?
Yeah, I watched it. This was the first one that I watched with my daughter, so it was good. The judo matches were crazy. Watching the gold medal match between Japan and France. I mean, the whole damn French team was black. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go with them. And they came back. They was down 2-0, and Japan was about to close it out, and then they came all the way back. So it was dope watching that. Obviously, Simone Biles, watching her. I just watch her, and I'm like, how are me and her the same thing? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, the way that she moves and she can jump in the air, like I could barely do a rollout, and she just effortlessly just flipping and spinning in the air, and just seeing that whole team do their thing was dope to watch, and especially with two daughters. So I definitely enjoyed this Olympics.
Did you say how are you and her the same thing? Is that what you said?
Yeah, like we both human beings, and it's like she's not made out of the same stuff I'm made out of. Like I didn't get that what she got.
No, I thought that's what you said. Okay, I wasn't sure. I just wanted some clarity.
And even to his point, Simone Biles was injured, still doing what she did, injured. But for my favorite moments, it had to have been, of course, having daughters, the women winning the 4x100, and they even had a problem with the handoff with Gabby Thomas, but they overcame, and Sha'Carri Richardson just bringing it home. All the scrutiny that she went through 4 years ago when she missed the Olympics for reasons we're not going to talk about, but just for her to overcome that and do what she had to do, and now she is an Olympic gold, silver medalist. She did her thing. And then secondly, for those Steph Curry haters about he ain't clutch. Without Steph Curry, we talk about a different history in men's basketball. So I believe that there.
Certainly.
Oh no, he didn't.
Certainly, I'm lucky that we had Steph Curry to beat the mighty French.
They wouldn't have made it there. They wouldn't have made it there without Steph Curry.
Okay.
So just watching a lot of stuff. The two that really stuck out to me, honestly, was the very last game. That girls' game was amazing. And I really think, because our women have dominated like no other in the Olympics. I didn't think no team had a chance of even, because the men have really closed the gap in basketball. So I knew there was a chance that maybe like Canada or some of those other teams that got a bunch of NBA players could play. And even Serbia because they're role players, they play their role to a T. But that girls' game and just the way it ended was one of my highlights. And Gabby Williams has a new fan in me. I don't know where she plays professionally, but that girl can hoop. Like, for real. That's the girl that made the last shot with her feet on the line. That girl can hoop. She was hooping the whole game. Like, she made a three, like, a couple plays before that closed the gap to 1 point that made it to be even a free throw shooting contest. And then the biggest thing to me, even though it was a lot of great moments, that her breakdancing. So I will never ever forget seeing that lady crawling around like somebody had just swatted her and she was still trying to live. And people were just looking at her like, what are you doing? What have you seen on YouTube and you're trying to mock it?
Coach, you didn't see that video of the lady with the short hair when she like, you got to do it hip hop and you got to boom back.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw it today.
That's where they got it from.
I saw on Twitter that somebody say that lady single-handedly killed breakdancing in the Olympics.
She did.
That was
I'm
horrible.
going to tell you the other way. I think that Ray Gun brought a lot more eyes to breaking than otherwise would have seen any of that.
That was not breaking. That was it was. I think
Australia.
So if you're a breakdancer out there in the U.S. and you know you can't make the U.S. team, you know where you need to get citizenship.
Oh yeah,
Get your ticket stamped, okay?
I know we said too, but I don't think he was Russian, but the guy with the gun that didn't have no kind of equipment. He said he's a natural shooter.
Yeah,
that was cool too. But it was a lot of good Olympic stuff, and probably could go on for a bunch of things. But the breakdancing is memorable.
That's
like
potato salad with raisins.
Nah, that potato salad has some pea in it.
All right, so we're gonna move off the Olympic Games and Turkish. That's what he was. Turkish. He was Turkish. That's exactly what he was. He said I don't need no special gadgets. I'm a natural shooter, and I think that applies to another individual, Hendo.
Who that is?
I threw your alley oop and you darn missed it.
I mean, I know who the natural shooter is.
Well, tell me.
Steph Curry.
Thank you. I threw your alley oop. I threw you a lob and you missed it.
I was hoping Brodney would step in and take this one.
Oh.
I don't know why you trying to come back after this man been in the league for 37 years and finally hit a clutch shot in the Olympics to beat France and Serbia. And you trying to take a victory.
He had great performances, Hendo.
But
he did. I'm not saying he didn't.
Because if Steph Curry had been
you seem real goddamn worried, Hendo.
We'd have been talking about how this dream team lost.
I'm sorry. Like, you gonna sit there and act like they ain't had Jason Tatum and ugly ass Derek White waiting in the wings.
Derek White had more minutes than Tatum though.
What had when Tatum got in the game?
Did he get here?
Bricks. All white bricks.
I mean, he went 0 for 16.
Sure did.
He went over 16?
Yes, he did.
Other than dunks. On jumpers.
Other than dunks. The only thing he made was dunks and LMA. So let's get on to the Ravens. So after watching the game, and Brodney already told me he didn't really watch the game, so he's just gonna drop in where he see fit. But after watching the game, what was that? Friday afternoon? I'm assuming everybody then peeped it out. What's your biggest offensive concern? Stop sending me work emails at 9:27. What's your biggest offensive concern after watching the game from Friday?
The offense.
Wow.
Be Pacific. Be Pacific.
Oh, sorry,
Be Pacific.
the run game and the pass game.
You know what, Coach? You know what? Offensive line is going to be a concern for me until, like, you know, until they show something. But I'm reserving my judgment until about week 3 or 4. Right? I want to give them time to really gel together. They didn't look the worst out there, you know. They didn't look completely lost. So that was a little encouraging. Everything else, man, bro, I don't know. It's preseason. I don't take too much away. You know, we're not really starting anybody, but did not look good.
All right, coach. Let me give you 2 words.
Okay.
Josh Johnson.
Hey.
That's a real concern. I don't care if it's the first preseason game. He hasn't looked good in camp. He hasn't looked good in OTAs, practices, all season. And he got most of the starters reps this offseason, so he shouldn't be looking like this.
Hey, I got an idea for a new show for you. You ready?
What's that?
Oh, you can't see the screen, can you? Oh,
I got YouTube up.
it's it's hashtag hate window.
Let's do it.
I got my thing to say share my screen with y'all, but I guess that ain't what that button do. Oh, it say share main screen, and my main screen got my Twitter up, so y'all probably see my Twitter.
We didn't see anything.
Y'all see nothing?
I don't see anything on.
Okay. Well, whatever. I got it up there. It say hashtag hating with Hendo. That's what Pay the Bill say. That's the new show. Hashtag hating with Hendo.
What day?
But go ahead, one of y'all.
I'll go. I mean, it's hard to say. You know, you got Josh Johnson, who's dust. You know, I mean, what are we gonna get watching him operate any offense? I was encouraged by the offensive line, but as far as the concerns, I was a little concerned about the defense, the defensive line. I thought they were just getting manhandled up front. But again, you know, you don't have your starters out there. You down to dudes who are probably going to be in the street in a couple of weeks, you know, dominating the snaps. But they did have Travis Jones, Broderick Washington, Brent Urban in there. So, you know, you do take it with a grain of salt, but it's definitely something that I would like to see tightened up for the next game, because that was very concerning with guys who are supposed to be contributors, because not all of those guys on the defensive line were, you know, undrafted free agents, dudes walking in off the street. You know, a lot of those dudes were contributors. So you want to see that tightened up for next week. And, you know, just as far as the other positions, it's so hard to really evaluate with, you know, with Lamar not in there. You know, you don't have the receiving core in there. You know, you start in wide receiver 5, really.
Right.
Yeah, in the game. So it's difficult to evaluate that. But I would say the defensive line was my biggest concern.
Offensive concern, Chris.
I thought you said biggest concern in general.
No, I said offensive.
Oh, my bad.
Check your Twitter DM.
It's okay.
For the
just
show
transition into
check your Twitter
topic number
DM
2.
for Twitter DM. That's not topic number 2.
Man.
You saying show?
You Africans check your Twitter DMs for the show notes.
Oh, no. I need to see that. well, now that I've seen the show notes. All right, so let me stick on offense, because I'm actually not concerned about Josh Johnson, because if something happens to Lamar, I don't want this team to compete.
It's over.
I don't want them to compete.
Yeah,
I want them to get a top 10. Yeah, I want them to get the highest pick. So I'm good with trash behind Lamar. Like, I'm perfectly fine with that.
I gotta disagree with that, because, like, if he's just out for, let's say he's not out for the whole season, you know, he just misses a stretch. You want somebody who can come in there and actually keep the season alive.
I mean, like 3-4 games.
Yeah. I mean, look right there in division last year.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, Pittsburgh went the whole season without a quarterback. We know that, and they won 10 games. But Joe Flacco came in and went 4-1 with the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what's his name? Browning or whatever his name is in Cincinnati. Came in and went 4-3 with them and kind of kept them afloat. I mean, they didn't, you know, ultimately get anywhere. But, you know, if you're Baltimore and you kind of feel like you should be a Super Bowl contender and Lamar misses 5-6 games, that's right now, that's kind of it for them, you know?
Yeah. And if you think about it, though, be that's always been done, because even when we had Tyler Huntley, Tyler Huntley didn't really win. You know what I mean?
True.
You know what I'm saying? I think he has one win as a starter, maybe 2.
He had more than one.
Coach,
I don't think he does.
Coach,
It might be available.
You didn't even say that confidently.
I did not, because I'm not confident. I think he does have more than one, but
He
I'm not
does
confident.
he has
It
more
might
than
be
one.
two. It might be two.
And he has several almost ones.
Yes. Yeah.
Who almost spit that out?
But you know what though? Like we looked a lot more competitive with Tyler Huntley, right? Than we do with Josh Johnson.
Shoot,
Like
and
this is
Anthony
one.
Brown looked better.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. True.
That's a concern. Backup quarterback is a concern, man. Like I don't want anything to happen to Lamar, but in today's NFL, man, like you still got to compete, man. Like your quarterback goes down, like you're still expected to compete. And for a team that doesn't put any investment in Lamar, they're really, throwing all the eggs in one basket, man. Like, and that's a flimsy basket.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like Lamar. I mean, Lamar is everything for this offense, and if something happens to him, like Chris said, man, we gotta be looking for that number one pick because there's no way we're gonna win.
Yeah. It's me, right? I'm with y'all. It's back. I was going to say O-line, but I'm encouraged by the O-line looking at the backup quarterback. None of those. I was so excited to see Emory get a chance to play because what Josh and what Livery put on tape, I'm like, Emory can't be no worse than them cats. And then the one play he got, no, well, I ain't gonna say fool me because that was bull crap.
I mean, it was. But...
That man sat there the whole game, and you put him out there with 13 seconds left, and you want him to try to. I hope they wasn't telling him to try to go win the game.
He wasn't telling him to run the clock out.
I know you didn't tell him that, right? Because that was stupid to me. And who fault that was, but backup quarterback is my issue. That's the biggest issue right now. Because I think Ronnie's gonna be Ronnie. I'm a little bit more confident in what I saw out of Voorhees. Not solid, but more confident. And you know what Linderbaum got. And so I think the left side is set. We still got to figure out what we're going to do with cinder block feet. Rosengartner's pass pro looked excellent. His run blocking and zone stuff was okay. Power stuff is an issue because of he don't have enough bricks in his pocket. The question mark with Ben Cleveland, I don't know. I'm not going to waste a lot of energy on it. But Falele is just ain't it, and so they got to figure out what they're gonna do either. And the guy they brought in from Houston didn't look bad at tackle either.
Jones.
Jones didn't look bad at tackle. So my answer to the question is backup quarterback. And the backup quarterback may never play.
Hopefully.
But just in case something. Just in case something. Just in case we need a just in case break glass. And our just in case break glass right now is bulletproof. Like we can't even get in there to see what's behind the glass.
Right.
So next question. Who helped themselves the most offensively Friday night?
Going right.
I mean, it sounds like Ryan Tannehill.
on the Ravens team. On the Ravens team, who helped themselves the most Friday night? And that question is for chat too. Y'all put your answers in the chat box too.
Probably Rosengarten or Voorhees. They play solid. Like you said, I expected the O-line to be a disaster, and they weren't a disaster.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, you're playing a bunch of backups and third strings guys that are going to be on the street, but they didn't embarrass themselves out there. That's a good start, and they got to build off of that.
And against a good defensive line too, a good young defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
So that was encouraging to see. But I agree with Hendo. Owen Wright, like I thought he played well, and I think that's a dude that he could definitely lock down that third RB role. And we've seen how quickly you could go from RB1 to RB3 being the starter. So
right,
I thought he showed out pretty well.
I wanted to see Rasheen Ali get more reps.
Shit, he fumbled his first touch.
Well, he didn't lose.
He's never coming back.
He ain't fumble.
Yeah, he was down. You talking about the return?
We had a return.
Yeah, he didn't fumble. He was down. He was down.
He just they I don't know with him, like they were trying to give him the ball in the goal line, and he was just
wouldn't follow the freaking blocks
at all. He was just running upright down at the goal, like can't run upright at the goal line and just smash it into your own blockers. Like, and you could tell like that was something that they really wanted him to get because they were like, all right, look, we just gonna give it to you because that even that other dude, what's the other dude's name? Shit,
Rasheen
the
Ali,
other
Owen Wright,
no, the other one, the
other
damn, I
one.
thought he looked well.
Hold on, I got the
think he's
list
like a
right here.
division-
I got the
I
list
think
right
he's
here.
a Division 2 guy.
Chris Collier.
Yeah, Collier. I thought I was like, damn, I wanted to see him because he looked like he was, running pretty well in the limited snaps that he got. But it looked like they wanted to see Ali in the goal line and they wanted him to get that work. So maybe that's a lesson that'll, end up paying off for him down the road. And definitely give him some teach tape. But I was disappointed with how he looked running down in the goal line.
You got a shout out from Ty Lewis. It says, Hendo finally got to catch your program and it's fire. I did subscribe from Ty Lewis.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Salute.
Appreciate that.
Coach said, love your program. What's that little special effects? It's a little distracting. Hey, that's my little signature thing back there. Sorry.
You'll get used to it.
Yeah.
What? Oh, Coach.
The background, yeah.
I want to tell you about that. I was watching one of your videos.
Uh-huh.
My daughter was like, my oldest daughter, she was like, ooh, I like that background.
Hey, that's the fact I was looking for. So we got one negative, one positive. We 1-1, baby. One negative, one positive. We 1-1.
500.
We 50%. 50%. Did B, you want to give us on that, or you want to skip this one? Because I know you said you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't see enough to really give a solid answer either way on that.
Okay. For me, I initially was going to say Ben Cleveland, but I'm trying to stay away from Cleveland because I don't want to pat him on the butt and he crap in my hand. So,
But Coach, he did. He played well for this game.
Very
So for
graphic.
this game, we talking about this game. So
mhm.
he played well. Give him his props.
I'm going to go Voorhees because there was a lot of question marks because we hadn't seen Voorhees play since 1998, and I think for me personally, he quieted a lot of doubt. Not saying he played the greatest, but the fact that I've actually seen him play and in a game, and I know that he's not far away. Like the kid can play. Now, it's going he's still a rookie, so it's gonna take time. He's gonna make mistakes, and everything wasn't perfect. But I do actually seeing him play, and I can keep saying just seeing him play is and not expecting him and saying he's gonna be when he's healthy, he's gonna be, and actually getting to see him. That was encouraging for me. Now, I don't know how other people feel about it, but that's what it was. So like I said, I think the left side is straight.
Yeah,
that was encouraging.
Yeah,
yeah that was encouraging when you see, because that's the first live bullets that he's seen in over a year. So for that to be his first taste of football in over a year in real live action against quality interior defenders that he's going up against, I was encouraged by that. So hopefully he could stay healthy. Because we all know he has that long list of injuries, not just the one that he suffered at the combine, but going back to USC. He has ability. There's no question about that. But it's just staying healthy and building off of these performances. But I was very impressed with him.
Mm-hmm. And B was talking about Madden before, and I think he's like the second highest rated Madden dude, like as far as strength on the game. Like he's like his strength on Madden is like 96, 97, something like that. He's like number 2 as far as the strongest person on the game.
that's because he
Who's
benched.
first, Tylen Wallace?
Probably.
That's all because he benched like 38 reps with the torn knee.
Mm-hmm.
Right, which is it's an amazing feat within itself.
Facts.
Now, who hurt themselves the most offensively?
Didn't we just do that?
No, we did. Who helped?
Can we include coaches?
Yeah, you can always. But you can include them, but it ain't gonna mean nothing.
That ain't no.
Because they've been hurting themselves for 10 years and nothing happened.
I I want to include EDC. Okay, he put together this team. All right.
Hold on. I don't mean to cut you off. Let me tell you about Jose, y'all. So I was doing something. I had some stream up, and we were talking about if EDC like got us a prime receiver. I don't know if it was CD Lamb or somebody.
CD Lamb.
And I made the comment, if EDC brought in CD Lamb, I'd never say nothing bad about EDC and such and such and such. And Jose say, "Oh yeah, we still gonna talk about EDC." Yeah, go ahead.
I'm tired of giving him a pass, man. Like, no backup quarterback. The O-line, we're crossing our fingers that you know, that we have some people there. You know, running backs. You know, I mean, look, Derrick Henry's our running back. We hope that he's still got something left in the tank. You know, it doesn't look promising on that side of the ball, man. And like, we shouldn't be having these questions about the team at this point. We're supposed to be competing for a Super Bowl. We expect to compete for a Super Bowl because we got Lamar, but everybody here knows anything happens to Lamar, we're not even a competent team out there. I don't like it.
Yeah, I would say who hurt themselves the most would have to be Josh Johnson, because everybody is calling for his job the following day.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, I mean, the other guys who went out there who, maybe didn't have great nights, they're still going to be there, but Josh might be on his way out.
Yeah, but what's behind Josh is maybe even worse, but which is nuts, but go ahead.
Josh is the most secured player in NFL history. He's always going to have a job.
Hurt themselves. I'm gonna go with Ronnie Garvin.
Who?
Hands of Stone. Nelson Aguilar.
Oh. He didn't even play, so how he hurt himself?
He was standing on the sideline, just tossed the ball up, and he still kept dropping it.
This dude.
Coach was looking at him like, bruh, come on now. I'm going with him.
This dude, man.
What?
He didn't even play Hendo.
But if you can't toss the ball up and just catch it, it's a problem, Coach.
That was at practice the next day.
No, he was standing on the sideline. Just, oh no. $3 million.
I can't focus, man. I can't focus.
That's my pick.
All right, who hurt themselves? Dan Falele. I won't say job given to him, but he had the opportunity to take the right guard job and solidify it, and I think he crapped the bed. So now it's in my eyes, and I think a lot of other eyes that pay attention, he really opened the door for, like, he could have pushed Ben Cleveland right out of the team pretty much. And he's opened the door to let Ben Cleveland compete for that spot again, or not even Ben Cleveland. What's the Jones kid? That's the Jones kid we got from Texas, Josh Jones. Him too. So I think he's opened the door for other guys to be in the competition for that spot, because he could have really just taken that job and like, this mine, y'all can go find something else to do. And I think he's let them back in the door.
Let me ask you this question, Coach. Has he been that bad? Because I can't remember which Ravens website it was. This dude was like, I'd be surprised if he make the team. Like, has he been that bad?
Who?
Falele.
Well, the thing is, in the run game, if he get his hands on you, he moves you. His issue is in pass pro, and you can't just be one-dimensional. And then he allows guys to cross his face too in the run game too.
Pass pro?
Huh?
They don't care about pass protection.
Well, when you got a Ferrari back there, you better.
They don't. How long they been running Justice Hill out there?
The Rasheen Ali must be watching Justice Hill, because he turned around and did the same darn thing. Turned around and did the same thing. Same thing. So if Justice Hill doing it, and then this new guy that wasn't on the team last year came and did the same thing, now who I'm looking at?
Alejandro Villanueva was a Pro Bowl tackle.
No. Let's stick with the running backs for a second. If Justice Hill was doing this, now this brand new running back coming in doing the same thing Justice Hill doing, who I'm looking at now?
Looking at the running back coach.
Exactly. I'm looking at Willie Taggart.
I mean,
it's really
you should have had your eye on Willie from the first moment he showed up.
So
Willie done scammed a good number of people.
Oh gosh.
Mm-mm.
Man, stay with the job.
Shots fired.
Shots are fired from Willie.
Bang bang.
At all of us.
Bang bang bang. Did he beat us, Brodney? He ain't beat us, did he, Brodney?
Huh?
He didn't beat us, did it?
Probably
no,
not.
I don't think so. I mean, they were pretty.
Yeah, I don't think Willie beat us.
But I'm gonna say because our dad is from Oregon, so we kind of root for Oregon. He went up there and did the Willie Taggart thing too.
Yeah.
So,
but we talking about the real us, not Oregon. Real us.
Oregon is the real us until proven otherwise. I believe in Cam Ward. I believe in Cam Ward, but I need to see it.
Gotcha. Understandably so. Let's flip over to the dark side, and pretty much the same three questions. The biggest defensive concern after watching the game Friday, and this question means not the person individually, but as far as like the concept or a group or something like that. Not necessarily a person, because the person will be when we get to who helped themselves and whatnot. But like the biggest part of the game that would concern you.
Nate Wiggins' durability.
Mm.
I don't have any real concerns about the defense, to be honest. I mean, when the starters are out there, they're gonna be one of the top defenses. I'm not worried about it. I don't take. Nate Wiggins getting hurt. I figured it was a shoulder stinger. I saw how he was kind of holding his arm. He tried to play it off. I can respect that, but that concerns me a little bit. Like, how's he gonna hold up throughout the season? Because he's on the smaller side. I don't need him trying to go up there and blow up anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Business
cover
decisions.
Yeah,
I think
it was a good tackle though, real good tackle.
For me, the concern for the Ravens defense was and continues to be just the lack of experience in the coaching staff. But that concern is they're not going to be the number one defense. Maybe they'll be number 8 or 9. So not really a big concern.
I guess Chris hit it on the head. It was the run defense, the defensive line, but it's only for this game because they didn't have all of their starters, vanilla game plan, and all those things. But I just figured with a first round pick being on the defensive line in that game, they would have done a lot better. Right.
And correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, and in the chat box too. T.O., stop bringing up James Prochet. God dog it. The only starter on that, like the interior defensive line that didn't play was Matapike. Am I correct? Everybody else played.
And
Michael Pierce.
And Michael Pierce. No, so I take that back. The two main guys didn't play. Okay, so never mind. Forget that. But my biggest concern is run defense as well. So I like what I saw Philadelphia do was inside zone RPO, duo RPO down our throats until they made their own mistake and got like 1st and 20. Then we'd stop them. Mm-hmm. So that was a concern for me as well. I ain't missing nobody, did you? Everybody go?
I mean, Chris,
I answered this one like 20 minutes ago.
You want to go back through it, or you good?
I'm good.
Okay. So now we can get into the individual people, or peoples, as some people down south say, peoples. Who helped themselves the most defensively?
Mr. Glass.
Yeah.
Bateman don't play offense. Defense.
Pepe Williams.
Oh, okay. My bad. The other one.
Yes, he finished the game.
Yeah.
Enough said.
I say Wiggins, but he's already gonna be a starter.
Hold on. This is for Pepe.
That's right.
Because I really do like Pepe. I really, really like Pepe. But go ahead.
Why?
I don't know. It's just a good. I just like him.
Okay.
No,
I'm sorry.
Baltimore, Brian. We love smallish corners that get hurt a lot.
No, I just needed to know if he meant he liked him or if he thought he was good. Because you can like people who can't play. That's fine.
I think that was a Prochet joke, but go ahead.
First of all, Prochet still has a job.
No, he was oversensitive about James at this point.
Oh, me? No.
Does he?
Cool. Cool. It's all good.
Yeah, he's still in Cleveland. He's still got
It's all
a job.
good. 17-yard catch this one. Okay.
Damn, man.
Seven catches, 74 yards versus the Denver Broncos. We know.
I don't remember that.
I do.
How we feel about Trenton Simpson?
He was going to be my pick, but I figured again he's already got his spot kind of.
He looked good.
Locked up. So
yeah, I have. Okay, this is not my pick, but since you asked, this is my thing about Trent Simpson. I'm trying to use a Chris just joking word, but not trying to be overly explicit.
Do you want to help him out, Chris, or you just not gonna?
You gonna sit back and let him struggle?
Yeah. Everybody's overly gargling over these 11 tackles. I will say this about Trent. And I talked about this with Mike and some other guys, all 22 and some other guys. Trenton had the wildest game I've seen in a while because he played good and bad at the same time. The good was his effort, his physicality, and not really missing tackles. But the bad was he was in the wrong place so many times. But his physicality and his effort made it look like if you don't know what you're looking at, you don't know he was in the wrong spot.
Right.
And so that's why I say he played good and bad at the same time. And since he had 11 tackles, everybody was talking Trent. And what came to my mind was Queen all over again. You gonna put this huge expectation on this young cat, and then whenever he messes up, or if he messes up, or if he don't give you what you think you give him, you're gonna dog him out.
But you know what, Coach? I feel good about him because, you mentioned Queen, but like it's gonna be Queen playing next to Roquan, right? Like he don't have to do the thinking. Roquan gonna do the thinking.
That's another thing. He was in Roquan's role too, so he ain't gonna be doing all the stuff he did. Yeah.
Had the green dot. So yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of. He said that's the first time in his career that he had the green dot.
Yeah.
So
Well,
his head must have been spinning. His head must have been spinning with that green dot. But I was encouraged. I like that they put that on his plate, and then once the season starts, Roquan will obviously take that role on. But for him to get that experience in there and just be lining guys up and having to be the dude in the middle of the defense, I thought that's a good experience from him. But like Coach said, you kind of see him like a puppy out there, just running. There's not a lot of instinct there as far as like when Rowe is diagnosing a play, he's there before the ball even leaves the quarterback's hand. With Trenton Simpson, he has to see the ball going there to whoever the defender is. So with him, it's more like a chase and tackle kind of thing, and that's going to fill the role that he has to play next to Roquan. So I think he'll be good. But the coach's point, like it wasn't like a Patrick Willis like 11 tackles kind of night. So it was. But it has its ups and downs. But that's what you expect from a young player like that.
Yeah. And to me, even though he played a little bit last year, this really gonna be rookie-ish year for him, as far as getting live reps.
Yeah.
Because he played what? Did he only play in that Steelers game? The second half of that Steelers game at that?
I think so. Yeah.
Pretty much.
So
the majority.
He played a real half of football, honestly.
But you got to be encouraged though, Coach, because even though you bring out the comparisons with Patrick Queen, the one thing that he does is he tackles. As good as Patrick Queen was, he would miss a lot of tackles, and it's encouraging to see him just go out there and do what he's supposed to do.
Now he had one tackle where he whiffed, but I think he was dog tired then, and he at that point he probably would have been out of the game if Chris Board didn't have the concussion. When Chris Board went down with the concussion, I think he played a lot more than he was going to play. So, but we'll talk about that with another dude here shortly. And I'm sorry for going on a tangent, but the question was who helped themselves defensively. I don't know who answered it so far, but if you have not, go ahead, please answer that. Oh, it's on me. Oh, so my answer is Sanusi Kane. That young fella was coming down and as we used to say, biking people. and for you young folks that don't understand the term, the helmet of choice back in my day was bike. And it used to have a little bike thing right there where it said Rodale or whatever the new helmets are now. And the term we used to come down and bike people, and that means putting that helmet on folks. And so and he even hurt himself toward the end. But he played a lot better than I thought. And the thing is, I'm like, okay, so Noosa, you finna push Bo Braid up out of here. Shoot. Bo Braid said, not so fast. And when he got this little opportunity, he came down doing the same thing. So that fourth safety spot, they battling for it. So, but the person I think helped himself the most is Sanusi because he got most of the reps. But I was encouraged with seeing those two dudes go at it. But Sanusi because he got most of the reps. All right. The third question on the defensive side is who hurt themselves the most defensively, as far as an individual.
I'm gonna say Broderick Washington.
Ooh, amen, brother.
You obviously disappointing season last year, going up against backups, and you don't really make a huge impact like that. And that's disappointing. You want to see somebody like that be able to not get moved around so easily on the defensive line, especially somebody with the experience that he has. So yeah, that was disappointing to see because I wanted to see if he could maybe have a bounce back year. And just because he had a bad game this past week doesn't mean that his season's going to be terrible, but it's definitely not a good start.
I was gonna say nobody personally, but to Chris's point, yeah, you get out there and you put a first round pick out on the defensive line, and he gets pushed around by backups, especially since all of the accolades we heard coming out of camp. I expect him out of the first round pick.
I was gonna say Daryl Worley. To Coach's point, you got two young safeties that are battling. Really trying to make a name for themselves. Daryl Worley, he wasn't bad, but he wasn't great either. He had a chance for a pick six there. Couldn't get his hand on the ball, but there's a lot of DBs on this team, and Worley is an older veteran at this point. He's gonna have to go out there and really stand out to make this team. So I don't think he helped himself.
Yep. B, you want to chime in, or you good on this too? You good? Mine is namesake. Joe freaking Evans. Cat was running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Great get off, but once somebody put hands on him, he was like, "Hey, what I do? What I do now, coach?"
Which way did he go?
So he have a monster get off, and then the offensive lineman put his hands on him. Feel like he looking at the side like, "Now what I do? What's next?" Oh, get off of it. Oh, play over with. So to me,
that's the dude that people was telling us about. I think when we were talking about like the draft recap, and, people were like Joe Evans, and I was like, let me check this Joe Evans dude out. And I was like, yeah, he's a good college pass rusher, but I don't know about it translating to the league.
And this is what got a lot of people. Joe Evans had 4 sacks in a bowl game, and when you hear that, you like, oh, really? And then you see the opponent, you see Tennessee. Like, oh, yeah, 4 sacks in a bowl game versus Tennessee. But then you don't do all your research. Most of Tennessee players, even Joe Milton, who just had that great game with New England, all them cats opted out. Didn't play in the bowl game. Mm-hmm. So Joe Evans had that monster game versus a guy that's probably going to be a gym teacher in 3 weeks.
Right.
Or next year or something. So you got to go a little deep. Now, yes, he led the team in sacks, but, we know who was the dog on that team. Cooper. So you got to do, and from what I saw Friday, effort alone ain't going to get it. You got to have effort. You got to have some talent with effort.
You got to have some traits like Malik Ham last year.
Yep.
Malik Ham was flashing. Obviously it's not all put together, but what you want to see is some kind of flashing. You don't expect a guy to come into the league and be developed and have, a bunch of moves on top of moves. But what you want to see is some type of
I at least want to see a
top-tier
move.
athleticism.
At
Yeah,
least let
some
me
kind
see
of
a
athleticism.
move.
You got to have one that's your go-to.
Hmm.
And like you said, what you say? He was smelling other dude's cologne or something. The offensive lineman's cologne.
I get he was getting up on that hip.
What you got on? Smell good.
Is this curve?
Am I smelling you?
This cannabis for me. Oh, you went way back in though, Juke.
You trying to bring back Juke? Damn, you smell good. But
Juke, hey, Juke was Juke.
That was the
Hey,
go-to.
Juke,
That was the
Juke get you
go-to,
some.
bro.
Juke get you some numbers back in the day, boy.
Then when they came out with the blue one,
Mm-hmm. I mean, I only had the blue one. I didn't know it was another one.
the original was I think it was purple or burgundy.
Oh, all I had was the blue one,
Yeah, it was too.
and I splurged on that.
Bruh. That was my first one.
Chris, this a little bit over your head right there, Chris. You ain't in this. You ain't in this age range yet, Chris.
No, man. Trying to stay young as long as I can.
Please.
I got you. So we're at this point where Patreon members and members, we're giving away a Sip to Tally hat. And I got him behind this green screen, but I ain't gonna move this green screen. So I'm going. Everybody that's a Patreon or member, your name is on this wheel that I'm about to show, and I'm going to spin it, and whoever is the winner is gonna pop up. So let me get the wheel up. Bear with me for a second. Is this it? There it is. All right, so let me go over here to spin. And you need to be here, with the exception of about 4 or 5 people that I already talked to said they're either at work or they can't be here. And I know who those 4 or 5 people are. They're wrote down on my paper over there. So when I spin it and the name come up, you need to be here and say, hey, I'm here. Hey, jump up and down, do a backflip or do something. All right, and we're going to spin till we get a winner, unless it's one of them names that I got wrote down. Capiche? Capiche. And hit that like button while we wait.
I understood everything you said, but capiche.
Yeah, I saw it on TV. I don't know what that means. I could be cursing somebody out.
No, coach, it means I understand. It means
Oh,
you
okay.
understand. But the joke is I understand everything but capiche. That's the joke.
So spin wheel, spin wheel, spin wheel. There it is. All right. Here we go. Good luck to y'all.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, y'all on there too now.
That's right.
I already know I was gonna win.
Look, hey, son of a gun.
Who won?
Who won?
Big Reg.
Hey.
Former Ravens
Shout out to
fan.
Big Reg.
Reg.
Let's see if he responds.
Reg.
Let's see if he responds. Big Reg, you got about 90 seconds to say something. You got 90 seconds to say, hey, cat, dog, or something before we go on to the next one.
Cat dog. Oh man.
You remember that show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cat dog. Cat dog.
Watch, he don't be here, and I got to go to somebody else.
What was the other one? Uncle Grandpa?
Don't congratulate him yet. Don't congratulate him yet. No, it's Jay. They so little that that's why. Because I mean, not they so many of them that they small like that. That's why.
I just heard from Reg.
Huh?
I just heard from Reg. You need him to be in the chat.
Where yet?
He's in the Discord.
He's saying.
Why he didn't check?
I mean, I'm not in the man's business, coach. I'm just saying, like, he in the Discord.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. Hey, there you go. How he know he won then? If he ain't in the chat, who's snitching?
I didn't tell him he won. All I said was at Big Reg.
Mm.
Here he is.
Okay. All right. So, Reg, what you need to do is I need your info so I can send you your hat. You need to tell me if you want black or gray. If you want a black hat or a gray hat, and then your size. I need to know if you want a black hat or a gray hat and the size. That's what I need to know. All right, we got 121 in here. If you want to do me a favor, hit that like button so we can get up to 100, so I can give y'all another 100 points while we wait on Reg's answer.
That's right, Jay. Out of all the cartoons, I picked that one. Yes, Uncle Grandpa. I didn't even watch it like that, but that title used to always crack me up. My nephews used to watch that.
I don't remember Uncle Grandpa.
Uncle Grandpa. Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up when we you want black? Okay. And so just DM me and I'm probably I do already have it. I got your info already. I don't need you to send it to me. But I'll get that out to you ASAP. And so I appreciate you, Big Reg. Let me get this off the screen so it's blocking. Well, it ain't blocking nobody. But still I want to get off the screen. So we've already told most of you I want to get this 100 likes before we get up out of here.
Let's get it.
We need 10 more likes. 10 more likes. 10 more likes. So I can give y'all these points. Because I like giving away points so we can have more people part of the giveaway at the end of the month. So we have more people at the part of the giveaway. And while we do that, put in the chat box what you guys are looking forward to for the next preseason game. And I'm asking that question to my guys on the panel as well. What are you looking forward to with this next preseason game coming up?
I just want to see the O-line continue to improve. I don't expect anything from the quarterbacks, to be honest. I just want to see the O-line improve.
You lost faith in the QBs completely?
Yeah. I don't see them getting better.
Yeah, I definitely want to see. Oh, my bad.
You go.
I want to see the O-line because that's where we'll see the most guys who are going to contribute, to the actual team in the regular season. So I want to see how they respond. Who they're playing? Are they playing the Falcons?
Atlanta.
Falcons.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
this game twofold for me.
You going to the game?
No, I wish if it was in Atlanta, I was going.
Oh, it's going to be in Baltimore?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Yeah, I want to see them. I want to see if maybe they mix things up with the quarterbacks and maybe give Leary the first crack at it, just to switch things up a little bit because it was just dreadful with Josh Johnson. I
know, horrible. It was stagnant, extremely stagnant. Did we even throw the ball past 20 yards at all? Because I don't even think Ted's got a target, which is wild.
I think he may have got one.
One that might have been like an overthrow or something like that.
Which is wild. What you looking forward to?
It's O-line. Me personally, I just want them to kind of solidify that starting five so they can start playing together, practicing together. We know, or at least they know, who those five guys are that they trust the most. That way they can get that continuity together. Because even with Andrew Voorhees playing better than expected, he's not used to playing beside whomever he's going to play beside. You know what I'm saying? And when you start getting those exotic blitzes and everything, you need to know what your guy next to you is going to do. So I just want them to get together, get better collectively, and find out kind of what five they're going to start with, and not make it a secret till right before the first game with the Chiefs.
Yeah, I agree. And the thing is, the way they got the joint practice scheduled, that's probably when we gonna find out the five. And they got it scheduled the last week of the preseason.
Of course.
That's probably when we gonna find the five. B, I got a question.
Right?
Huh? Yes, Green Bay. Yes. B, I got a question for you.
Yes.
And I was a huge fan of some of your guys that y'all drafted for the O-line last year. And y'all revamped the O-line this year. And again, this is no troll. This is a legit question. How is that O-line shaping up right now? There's a legit question, no trolls, because I hadn't been paying attention.
So, none of them played in the first game.
Okay.
They sat everybody, essentially. But from what I've heard, they haven't been looking great in practice. But, that's something that you got to take with a grain of salt as well. I know that Hunt has missed some time, a little bit of time. I know Damian Lewis has been out a little bit. But they had just put on pads this past week, and they're just kind of behind right now. They're kind of they're at that stage that you always talk about. They're losing to the defense kind of every day. It's a work in progress. Like they're not going to be where they need to be until early in the regular season, most likely. Okay, that's rude, but you know what? It's not as rude as something that I saw on Twitter a little while ago. I just wanted to say thank you to Baltimore and all the Ravens fans because I just noticed that we have 21 million in dead cap hits to former Ravens this season down here in Carolina. And that's Hayden Hurst, Bradley Bozeman, and Justin Houston. So thank you.
Ooh, you very welcome.
You ruined two teams, Eric.
You're so very welcome. So very welcome.
Nobody made you sign them.
Right. That what you get for
two teams, Eric.
That what you get. What it is we fooled you. You thought you had good players and you
You
didn't.
ain't fooling me. I told you Hayden Hurst was trash.
He did.
You did. You
That's
definitely said that.
That's why the GM's fired.
You definitely. Well, let's take that back. If DeCosta fooled that guy,
Yeah, he did. Everybody
he fooled that guy.
though.
So
Everybody fooled that guy.
and well, you know what? But for the Bears to have DJ Moore and Caleb Williams, yeah, he deserved to be fired.
Facts.
He deserved to be fired.
Who's even talking about Chicago, bro?
The Panthers could have Caleb Williams right now, and that
Yeah,
offensive line would not
no.
matter. They could have DJ Moore and Christian McCaffrey right now. Wow.
Hey, with that being said, man, hey, I appreciate all y'all for coming through. Everybody that hit the like button. Again, support the guys throughout the week. Lunch Break Hot Take will be back this Wednesday. Chris and Deep Cover, they are TBD. So whenever they come and deliver some stuff, it happened. That D stands for delivered. Just because I know some of y'all crazy out there. Whenever they come back, you'll know it. You'll be first to know because I'll definitely promote it and throw it out there myself. And Hendo, Hendo, sometimes he like Kendrick. He got to pop out and show jokers. And it is what it is. And you know how much it took for me to say that because I am not a Kendrick fan. But
What?
It is what it is.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't dislike him, but I'm just not a like he wasn't heavy in my rotation.
Like
That's all I'm saying.
I nothing him, pretty much.
Like
I don't dislike Kendrick, but I'm not really a fan.
Oh yeah.
You don't like good rappers anyway, Hendo. But anyway, let's.
Is this coming from the DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince and Kid and Play guy?
That was one of the main things I learned from Electric Relaxation.
You
I had no terrible taste in music.
You gonna tell me DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince and Kid and Play
I'm not saying
did not heavily influence hip hop?
They did, but when you tried to put them in like the top 15 or something, like
no, they weren't in the top 15. They were in the top. What was it? Top 50 or whatever.
No. When we did it, I still remember the list. When you gave me, you put them in the under top 20.
Yeah, they're in the top 20. DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince are definitely in the top 20. Cause it was it duos and groups?
Yeah.
Duos and groups? Yeah, they definitely in there, man. They definitely in there. You can't name 20 more people that have had more hits than Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince.
As a group?
I mean, Drake got hits, but that don't mean he's nice.
Yeah.
All right, show's over, people.
Yeah.
He's a habitual line stepper. He's a habitual line stepper.
I'm just saying. Vanilla Ice had a hit, but that don't mean he was nice.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Nas has hits. I don't mean he can rap, right?
Facts. Thank you, Ryan.
There you go. Here we go.
That was the real alley-oop.
It's a goddamn shame.
You out here like Jason Tatum.
over 16.
I know Drake canceled that show because he can't stand your ass.
Listen, but goddamn about Degrassi.
Hey, people, we appreciate y'all, man, and we'll go down this rabbit hole and be here forever. So I thank y'all, and the plan is to be back Monday. I think we on track for weekly now, but we're gonna have a discussion here in the next 5 minutes to make sure. But I think we'll be here weekly now.
If you guys want to hear our full conversation on this, go to Mr. Galloway's channel. This is where we had we had like two big streams on this. Okay, MISTERR Galloway. All right, go subscribe to his channel and look for that video. There's 2 videos we did.
Hey, y'all can't see it, but Marco G said Ravens when they see Deshaun Watson. We can ask dude, he a 69 guy. Hey. Okay, y'all.